In this video, we'll cover 4 easy steps to assessing your yard. 1. Space. 2. Sun. 3. Soil. And 4. Call before you dig. Step 1. Space. Assessing the available space in your yard is the first step to deciding what to plant. Think about what is already in your yard and how you use the space. How will a tree impact your yard once it grows larger? Remember, a tree seems small when you first plant it, but one day it will grow up. If you don't have enough space for a large growing tree, you can always consider planting a small tree or a shrub. For large growing trees, look for a minimum of 15 by 15 feet of soft ground surface. That's grass or garden bed, as opposed to hard surfaces like paving or interlocking brick. Follow our minimum distances from property lines or fences, hard surfaces such as paving or interlocking brick, buildings, existing trees, stumps, and overhead wires to ensure your tree has the space it needs to grow. It's better for the tree and you'll avoid headaches down the road. Step 2. Sun. The next step is to determine how much sunlight your yard gets throughout the day in the areas where you would like to plant. You can do this by stepping outside to observe the sun in the early morning, midday, and late afternoon. You will also want to consider if there are any surrounding mature trees shading the planting area. Try to determine how much direct sunlight you have in the planting location: full sun, part sun, or shade. Step 3. Soil. The last step is to determine your soil type. This is important because different tree species grow in different types of soil. Knowing your soil type will allow you to select appropriate species that will thrive in your yard. Using a shovel, dig into the ground where you would like to plant your tree. You'll be looking for general soil type: sand, loam, or clay. If the soil is easy to dig and crumbles apart on your shovel, you probably have a sandy soil. This type of soil falls apart easily and feels like sand in your hands. If the soil is easy to dig but seems more earthy than sandy, you probably have a loam soil. Loam soils have plenty of organic matter and are usually dark brown in color. If the soil is hard to dig and comes out in a chunk on your shovel, you have clay soil. Clay soils are often lighter in color because they contain less organic matter. When you rub the soil between your fingers, it sticks together in a ball. If you live in a new development, you may have very heavy, compacted clay soil. These soils can be challenging, but we can help you select the species that can tolerate these conditions. Step 4. Call before you dig.
Hello? Is this one call?
Checking to make sure that your planting location does not contain underground utilities is extremely important. It is essential for your safety and required by law. Contact Ontario One Call to request utility clearances at least 1 week before you plant. That was easy. Now you're ready to start thinking about what species you can plant in your yard.